The world is on tenterhooks as the threat of open warfare in the Middle East is fast approaching. This after Iran launched an attack on Israel over a suspected Israeli strike on its consulate in Syria earlier this month. South Africa's continued to call for the cessation of hostilities in the troubled region.
I think we want to reiterate what President Ramaphosa have raised, that we are calling on de-escalation. We are calling on the international Vienna Convention to be respected. That includes, obviously, that there should be no country that should launch a deliberate military attack on diplomatic missions of any other country. But equally so, we are calling on restraint. We do regard a necessity for enhanced dialogue, mediation that will result in de-escalation, because what you have now seen with this difficulty between Israel and Iran is that it brings to the fore the fragility of the Middle East peace process.
This gathering will afford government officials, the International Committee of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent, as well as the Commonwealth Secretariat, an opportunity to ensure that there is compliance with international humanitarian law as the world grapples with a number of conflicts.
I think we have to recognize, as human beings in armed conflict, we feel anxiety, we feel threatened, our survival instinct is being triggered, and so this can lead to escalations of violence. There does not need to be any malicious intent. It's a natural response. But it is one that can cause a lot of human suffering. And therefore, the Geneva Conventions try to give guidance. It's like a compass in a stormy environment.
South Africa also says, given the complex nature of the global challenges, the proclamation of the international humanitarian law's importance in the protection of civilians, civilian and critical infrastructure, as well as humanity, is more relevant than ever.
The world is faced with a multiplicity of contemporary challenges that are exacerbated by geopolitical dynamics, which are threatening global peace and stability. This conference is an acknowledgement that as high contracting parties to the Geneva Conventions and the additional protocols, there is a dire need to both recalibrate and strengthen existing instruments which would match our common fight against protracted humanitarian situations.
Let's do it together. Thank you.
The gathering will wrap up on Friday. Khumalo, SABC News, Pretoria.